Oh, there we go. And while everyone starts getting on, I don't want them to miss Carissa. So I'm going to go ahead and do some giveaways if that's okay, Carissa. Is that okay? Okay.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
thank you. You're the best. Okay. Let me introduce. Well, I'll just wait till Carissa talks. Yay, people are coming. Oh, I was like, oh my gosh, nobody's here. I'm so embarrassed. Okay. So let's do some giveaways really quickly. So I'm going to look at my photos here and remind you what we had to be given away. Okay. One of them was, are you ready to duplicate yourself, qualify a stylist in the month of September, and be entered for this awesome Coach bag? So I have that giveaway ready to roll, and I could share my screen. And I have the bag right here. This was bought by Shallon. Is it not beautiful, full, gorgeous? Pouch bag. It even smells good. Okay, so someone who qualified a new stylist in the month of September is going to be entered for this bag. I think Shallon qualified too, but we have other people who qualified. So we still have, I think, 6 people aside from Shallon on this list. So let me share my screen and see who won the bag. I think that I can do all of this while I'm sharing my sound. Okay. So hopefully you guys can see. Can you see my wheel of names, everybody?
Yes.
Okay, so congratulations to Amber on her way to division. She's even getting more people this month on her team. Rebecca Stokes, not to be confused with Shallon. She is on Shallon's team, but they are not family. So is that crazy enough? Um, let's see. Rebecca's family lives like in California. So she's got a mom on our team too that lives in California. Paula Love is down there in Texas A&M country trying to build up that team to become a senior division, cheering them on with all their numbers. Christy Thompson, I have not met yet. This is Shallon's hairdresser, and I would love to see her around more, but she did sign somebody up this month. Holly Neville signed up her cousin Rebecca, and she's doing a really good job. And then we have Janae Lowry, also on Shallon's team. Okay, let's see who wins the Coach bag. I can't wait. This is always the fun stuff. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Yeah.
the reason I freaked out is Paula is down in A&M country, and that bag looks like something she would wear to a game or for a drinking wine night. So anyway, that's awesome. I'm sure Christy will be thrilled to have this, and I'll give it back to Shallon to give to Christy when she goes to get her hair done. Okay. So, or I'll send it in the mail to Christy. It's fine, whatever. Congratulations to Christy. Okay, let me talk to you about why we duplicate ourselves, and how easy it really is. We are going to talk tonight about sponsoring. I don't know, Carissa, if it's just this two sisters or what, but there's a sponsoring thing tonight right when we end. So we have a hard stop, guys, tonight. And you're like, thank God Megan will quit talking. But it is a sponsoring blitz. And so we want to be there at the beginning so we can hear all the good nuggets for how to do this. But I think, guys, all sponsoring is make a list of dream team, reach out, follow up. We make it so much harder. And the harder we make it, the harder this business gets. And it really is a very simple business and should be a simple business. So make a list of your dream team, reach out, follow up. We had a meeting earlier where I really broke that down. I want to get back to doing Zooms every day because we were having fun. But anyway, where we really broke that down, there is breaking down to do, but it is very simple. So that's what tonight's going to be. Why do you duplicate yourself? If I were to have shoulder surgery like Shallon, I would be able to lay in bed and heal myself while my team is carrying on. Um, and it just makes your life, I mean, it makes it more of a business, a sustainable business. It keeps you motivated. It's kind of like having young people and old people, and then we all mix together and our energies help each other. And it just makes the family that we are, which I love so much. So anyway, I want you to try to duplicate yourself. So I'll come up with something new. I don't have the plans for this month yet. I'm sorry. It's been a crazy week. Okay. The only person I know that did this, sold 3 sparkle boxes, was Dusty Gray. Did anyone else sell 3 sparkle boxes? Okay, speak now or forever hold your peace, because if it is nobody else, then Dusty is going to win this bag that, guys, I'm going to be honest, I've been using it. Oh, Paula did. We have a runoff. Um, I have been using this bag as my mailing bag, and it's absolutely lovely. And in fact, I was sad to see it go last night. I bought a new one on Etsy. So it's an awesome bag. These quilted bags are so soft and easy to use. Okay, hang on.
Megan,
I'm gonna try to mute everybody. Give me just a second.
Megan,
Yep,
was that in the last week or in the month?
whole month.
Oh,
Did you do
well, I
that?
think I have 3 too then.
Okay, so sell 3 premium or elite Sparkle Box subscriptions between September 4th and September 24th to be entered. So, and then you were supposed to have your little countdown and then drop that in the chat. So I feel like I don't know, Paula, if you even dropped that in the chat, but it's fine. I'm going to trust you because I don't know. So this is all on trust. But I will tell you that I'm going to mute everybody. Okay. I will tell you that this is why you sell Sparkle Box. And Carissa, I would love to know if you sell Sparkle Box.
Okay. Yes, I do. I have Sparklebox subscribers, and then every month, well, I say every month, but I just started doing this, and I was going to try to find the bracelet, but oh, here it is. It's the Ivy bracelet. So I try to give away a piece that complements the Sparklebox from my subscribers. So it'll be the Ivy bracelet for last month, and then this month it'll be something that matches it.
I saw Sparkle Box today, and that'll still match it. Okay.
Yes.
This was my number last month, and my goal is always to get our RC1. So I hustled this month to get more memberships. So I dropped it in the chat. Where is it? Here. And so I'm still not to 1,000, but I got there this month.
That's awesome.
When you can make a concentrated effort on anything, it really does grow your business in all ways. And there is nothing better than to wake up on the first of every month and go, oh my gosh, there's sales in there, because otherwise there's just nothing. I mean, on that first of the month. And this is you guys. It may be a little bit of 500 mixed in, but that is mostly Sparkle Box. So I want you to know that that's what it looks like if you just keep sticking to it. Okay. Pretty amazing. So let's keep concentrating on Sparkle Box. There is a reason to do it. It creates so much business other than just the box. And then the last giveaway. Okay. So I know now that Paula, Amy, and Dusty are my Sparkle Box girls, I think, right? Just let me know. Okay, and then MCP, anyone who earned their MCP gets $100 bill. Well, we were going to spend for $100 bill. And I think Shallon was the only one. Am I right? Did any other leader get their MCP this month? Okay, Shallon, we'll talk about that later. Okay, All right, so we'll do something like that again next month. I'll get it all planned, and we need to move on. But let me see. Let me see what else I wanted to make sure I covered. Well, let's just do giveaways. That was giveaways. We celebrated September. Let me tell you what the overall numbers were for September. Well, I'll do that later because I don't want to share. I don't want to get into all the sharing my screen and everything. So, September was a beautiful month, and I'm so excited to see what we continue to do. We are in the golden quarter. November has notoriously been our biggest month as a team. So I'm really looking forward to November coming. It just kind of naturally happens. Jewelry is a giftable item. There are a lot of people, and then all of us need extra money. So I'm just going to tell you right now, I've had people talking to me lately like, should I go get that job at Bath and Body or should I do my Park Lane business? And I'm just going to tell you that the Park Lane business, if you actually concentrated the 3 hours or whatever you would leave and go to Bath and Body, the Park Lane business will bring you more money. And so you just have to trust that it will. So, and I'm here to talk to you about it anytime. If you're like, I really need 300 a week or 300 every 2 weeks, then I'm here to talk to you about it. Okay. So let's go on to Carissa so she can go about her day. And give me just a second because I want to read her. I had her write me a little bio. I'm sure you've seen Carissa, and her last name is Pasewark. So I always want to say Pasewark or Pass. I'm going to say it right now.
Pasewark.
Yeah, she told me what it is. So you say it Passwork,
Yeah.
PASS work. Okay, not Pacework or whatever. Okay. She is as sweet as she is beautiful. I cannot tell you guys enough. Like the kindest human you will ever meet, soft spoken, kind and sweet. So I'm so excited that she's here with us tonight. Am I recording? Yes, good. Okay, let me tell you about her. She is a senior division. She came in through direct appoint. So we talk about direct appoint a lot. Carissa, did you come as a senior?
I did.
Okay.
Yes.
And she's been in the direct sales jewelry industry for over a decade. She's worked with women to clarify and develop their personal brand. She's a mother of two, a wife of 20 years, lives in Florida. She works full time, but dedicates her time to herself, to her Park Lane business every day. Okay, so does that sound good? Everybody ready to meet Carissa? Okay. I don't know if she's going to want us to look at a computer, but get ready to take notes. I cannot wait to hear about building my personal brand. Okay.
Yay. Oh, can you let me share my screen? Yes. Thank you, Megan. And thank you all. I'm super excited to be here. I love talking about personal branding and things like that because it really does make a difference in your business, especially in the social media space, which a lot of us are on there right now. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so I can take you through my presentation. Okay, let me move things around. Okay. Megan, can you see this? Yes? Okay, good. All right, so personal branding. Today, I just want to talk to you a bit about what branding is, how we can create our own personal brand, and then I have what I call an assignment, but I promise you won't be graded on it. Nobody's going to be looking over you and making sure you do it. This is just something, if you want to get started on it, some things that you can do in your own time to work on your personal brand. So first things first impressions matter. What impression does your social media give? And so when I say that, let's think about a couple of things. The very first thing is your personal Facebook profile. And I am going to primarily only talk about Facebook. There's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of these other things, but I personally run most of my business on Facebook. I do have things on Instagram, but when somebody goes to your Facebook profile and they look at your photo, they look at your cover photo, your header, and then maybe they scroll through the first 10 posts. When they do that, what kind of impression are you giving those people? Like your sense of humor, things that you value, that you are actually in business with Park Lane. Do you inspire them? Do you educate them? Do you entertain them? What kind of impression does your social media give? And then the other question that you could ask yourself is, if you were to look at your social media and you didn't know you're maybe a guest at a party that you have a hostess with, and they go to your social media, would you friend request yourself? Would you be interested in this person? So that's something that we can always, kind of take away as our first impressions. So why personal branding matters. So we are in a business. Park Lane is our product. Jewelry is our product. Everybody on our team has access to the exact same products and services, the same customer service email, all of these things. When you start sharing yourself and your personality and you start implementing some of these things that I'm going to talk about, it sets you apart from other people. When they think of the jewelry lady or the jewelry guy, we want them to think of you. When they think of, I have a special occasion and I am, getting accessorized for this. This is a really important event for me. Who can I trust that would provide me great quality service and beautiful products? That would be you. We want you to come out as that person. So your personality, your vibe, and your brand help you stand apart from other people in the same business. It builds trust and credibility. So one of the biggest things that people are looking for right now is authenticity. I know, just me personally, when I'm scrolling through Facebook or just social media in general, if I see something that's AI, it automatically turns me off. I cannot stand it. I don't like AI graphics. I don't like the fake photos. People want to know that you are a real person on the other side of the screen, and they don't want to shop with a robot. They want to interact with a real live human being. And so it's super important for you to show up. And what I mean by that is to actually share your face. So this is outside of your profile, but like in your VIP group, this is something that I really talk to my team about, is sharing your own selfies, sharing pictures of yourself wearing the product, maybe packaging it. And if you are uncomfortable with your face, like if you're somebody, and I know because I have people on my team like this, where they're just like, I have gained weight, or I am, taking medication and my complexion isn't what it used to be, or whatever the case may be. I know that it's difficult, but like that's part of your story. Oh, I want to tell. So this woman, she was not on my team, but she had like Bell's palsy. So half of her face was, completely still, and the other half, like, so she would smile, but only half of her face would smile. And she hated to share that. She went through like 3 months of this. It was very difficult for her, but she would show up every once in a while and she would post a selfie and stuff like that. And it just reminded us that she's a real person. She's going through this struggle. I know someone now that if I had this issue, I would probably reach out to her and say, hey, when you went through Bell's palsy, would you be open to sharing your experience with me? Because I'm having this too. Like whatever it is that you're going through, odds are somebody else needs to hear that story. They need to hear that you're finding yourself again, that you're doing all of these other things. So it makes you a human being, and you are showing up all the time regardless. So I don't want anybody to feel like you're not a perfect person or you can't show your face, because the amazing thing about social media is that your people, the people that buy from you, are buying from you. They're not buying from me or Tiffany Aguilera or Stacia. None of the pictures that you share from other people, that's not the reason they're buying. They're buying because they saw you on a live video. They're buying because they know who you are. They know you have kids, what you do on vacation, all of these things. So sharing your life with them builds that trust and credibility. Okay. And when you are showing your face, it builds that connection. It's like why movie stars, whenever they, oh, I drink Evian water, and then we all want to go buy the water that is it's just water. But you know what I mean? Like, you already have seen them in a movie, even though they were playing a fake person, you feel like you have a connection to them. And so the same thing happens on social media. The last thing is it recruits without recruiting. So this is super important, you guys. I cannot tell you how often I send things out to people, and it's not even just me. It's like they earned RRC, the Rich Rewards Club, or they've won a prize from Tish. They got the consistency prize. Whatever it is, make sure that you are showing your prizes or your awards or your shout outs on social media. You can put it in your story. You don't have to necessarily post it to your timeline or anything, but when you do things like that, people are, oh, I didn't know that when you were a Park Lane stylist that you could earn free jewelry. Oh, I didn't know that if you just worked your business that you would be entered in to win a Gucci. That these women, there's a lot of people in life that never get gifts. They never get accolades. Nobody tells them what a great job they do. And so when you share something that, I mean, to you, it might sound like, oh, I'm just tooting my own horn. But when you share something like that, it plants a seed of what it's like to be a Park Lane stylist. And so people will remember you when they're looking for something to do for extra income. It recruits without recruiting. And so if you share all that you love, what is the best thing about Park Lane for you, other people will see that and they will want the same thing. So that's part of sharing your story and personal branding. So let's talk about what exactly personal branding is. So let's talk about the 3 C's. It's clarity. It tells people who you are and what you want them to think of you. Now that sounds kind of weird, but I'll explain it in a little bit. It's consistency. So you are consistently showing up, working your business in a recognizable way. So when you are posting your photos and you're sharing your jewelry and your life, you're the only one that's holding that camera. You have a consistent way that you take photos, that you take video, and people will recognize that. And then connection. So you are, again, building trust and relatability with your ideal customer. Let me see what's my next slide? Okay, so I'm going to go back here for just a second. The last one that I talk about here is your ideal customer. And this is something where when I create a post, when I am writing something, I always have this other girl in mind. She is the person that I'm talking to on the other side of the computer, on the other side of the phone. She's like my best friend. She is as busy as I am. She loves to sparkle. She loves jewelry. She just wants to feel put together. And so she's my ideal customer. She works. She has reason to dress up. She wants to feel that confident thing that we all feel when we put on our little sparkles. We're no longer muffins. We are cupcakes with sprinkles on top. So she loves that. And so when I am sharing a new style drop, when I'm sharing, that I'm collecting funds for breast cancer awareness, whatever it is, I'm talking specifically to her. And it's okay. I know that a lot of people, when you post something, you're like, oh, I want my audience to be really big. I want you know, everyone has a pair of ears, everyone has a neck, everyone can wear jewelry, right? And they can, but when you speak to that specific person, that person that's reading it knows that you're speaking to them and they instantly connect with you. You have more trust with them, you have a voice, and they're your audience and they are who you want to connect with. Your vibe attracts, or your vibe attracts your tribe. So think about those people that you want to do business with, that you want, that your ideal hostess, your ideal stylist, and create a little bit of a profile for her. And when you're talking on social media, you're talking to her. Okay. Now, clarity. When people think of you, what do you want to come to mind? So I'm just going to like spitball here a little bit and say some recognizable names for me. So when I think of Tish Mefford, I think of, you know, high profile leader. She lives in Texas. She has a house in Vermont. She travels a lot. Like those are the things that I think of when I think of Tish. When I think of, let's say, Tommy Grant, I think she loves coffee. She has a fun sister named Hattie. She loves to go live in her stories and tell stories about her life. So what I would love for you to do is think about what you want people to think when they think of you. And we're going to think about 3 words or 3 phrases, 3 products, 3 things that you want people to think about, because you're going to start building your brand around those things. So really think about that, write that down, and that'll be part of your homework. Okay, so the next slide is social media foundation. So again, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, these are the biggest social media profiles or platforms. So the biggest one is you want to have a solid profile photo and header on your personal wall. So a huge thing that I see a lot of people on social media doing this is they will have their profile photo is like their dog, or a great sunset photo from the last vacation they were on, or like, you know, their kids. And while I'm sure your dog is beautiful and that vacation was amazing and you love your children, when people are buying jewelry or they're considering joining, they need to see you. They need to see your face. Your face is the little one that's in that chat box. Your face is the one that is posting things. So make sure if your profile photo isn't a beautiful, nice, clear photo of just your face, then you need to change it. Okay? We need to have people see us and recognize us every time we talk to them. And then your header, you know, I've seen some great people putting headers of, again, certain things. If it is one of your 3 things, like let's say Tommy Grant's header is coffee, I don't know, or Tara Tijerina is like all of her dogs, that would make sense, because when I think of them, I think of these things. So your profile header, for me, it is an arm party. It's a picture of my arm party. It says my name and it says my Instagram handle. So when somebody goes to my page, they can see that instantly. So think about what you want your profile photo and your header to look like. Then you want your bio and links to be super easy to find. So when I'm posting, or when you're posting, like, hey, you guys, I just got this in the mail today. This is the Octavia bracelet, just side note. When you're posting these beautiful things on your wall and somebody sees that and they're like, oh, I want to go buy that. Don't make it hard for somebody to find a link to buy, okay? You can drop it in the comments, but also in your About You section, there's a place for you to put a link to either your Facebook group. You can add your Park Lane website, but make it easy for them to find those things, okay? Because if it becomes difficult, they're just going to leave and they won't even think about it again. So make it super simple and easy for someone to find you. Then we have the next foundation is the 80-20 rule. So we really want to be 80% value and lifestyle. I'm sharing, you could share recipes. Bath and Body Works is having a candle sale. I got this really cute purse from Target. I just got my first pumpkin spice latte of the season. I'm going on vacation and I need to know what are the things that you absolutely do not leave at home. You take it with you every time you go on vacation, because I always forget something. Things like that, adding some fun lifestyle things in there, and then you can mix in 20% of your own business and promotional things, because when you're only posting your business, you start sounding like noise, and we don't want people to think that we're noise. We don't want them to tune us out. And then when you do post your business, it makes more of an impact. Add personality. If you are somebody that likes emojis, use emojis. Add a joke in there. You know, it's okay to be yourself and have fun on social media. Social media is about being social. So it's okay to be yourself and add personality, and comment like a human. Okay. When people are commenting on your posts, or if you put your new profile photo in and people say, "Oh, you look great," or "I love this photo of you." I know it's hard as women, especially, to take compliments, but even just a simple thank you, or "That's so kind of you," something like that lets that other person know that they were seen, that you value them, and it tells Facebook that you are interacting on their platform. They're going to show you in the algorithm more. So you really want to comment like a human. And if at all possible, ask the other person a question. "Hey, it's so great to hear from you. What have you been up to lately?" You know, something where when they come back, they respond back to you. That's super valuable as well. And visuals matter. So the last thing I want to talk about visuals is when you are maybe going live, you're sharing selfies or you're taking pictures, keep in mind where you're doing it. I take pictures primarily in front of my office window because like natural light is the best light that you could ever ask for. People have the ring lights and everything like that, but I'm telling you, ain't nothing better than God's greatest sunshine. That is going to make you look beautiful. But when you're doing that, look in your background, okay? If you're in your bathroom, maybe make sure that your dirty towels are picked up. If you're in your bedroom, make sure your bed is made, because people will see the background and then they're just like, "Oh, Carissa didn't make her bed today," or whatever it is. So just make sure that when you are taking photos or you're going live, that you're doing it in a way that is not distracting to your audience. Okay, you're a little bit more professional in doing those kinds of things. So now we're going to talk about getting started and defining your brand. This is the homework portion. So this is your branding assignment. The first thing is we want to do a clear, recent picture of you and a header that is relevant to you and your business. And we want to do updated links. So again, we want people to be able to find you, find your website, find your Facebook group, anywhere that you're hanging out on social media. If they want to connect with you there and buy from you, how can they do that? Then we have 3 words that would describe your personal brand. So what 3 things would you love for somebody to think of when you come to mind? When somebody says your name, what do you want them to think of? And then that can help you build what you want to share and post. Okay, if you're somebody that loves to travel, you can share all kinds of different things about travel related things. If you're somebody that's like a foodie, you can talk about your favorite recipes and restaurants that you've gone to. You know, think about the 3 things and then try to build some of that 80% content around those 3 things. And then the last thing is your audience. So you want to define who your ideal customer is, the person that you want to do business with, somebody that you want to join your team, somebody that is your ideal hostess, and talk to her and show up for her. How are you going to help her solve problems in her life? What are the things that she's facing? And how can you and your Park Lane business help her address some of those things? So an example really quickly is, again, when we do style drops. Okay, so this bracelet is $40 with any $40 order. It's super cute. You want to buy it now. That creates a sense of urgency, but maybe a better way to show up for your ideal client would be to say something like, okay, here's my favorite mom hack. I will put on a loose fitting tunic style sweatshirt and some leggings, and then I'll drop on some really cute bling, just like this bracelet that released today. And I look super put together. Just this little piece and my purse help me look put together. I can show up to the pickup line, and if I have to get out of my car, I'm not embarrassed. So you're sharing something that is connecting with her lifestyle, why she needs that piece of jewelry, and how it's going to help her in her everyday. Okay, so then the last thing is questions. And I know that we have some stuff in the chat. So I'm just going to scroll through here. And if you have any questions, it's okay for you to drop something in the chat. Answer any of this. I'll help you, anything that you have in there. Don't be shy.
Can you like quit sharing your screen so we can see each other better? Most of what's in here was from me. I was taking notes a little bit. Okay, anyone have questions? I mean, I thought.
What did I mean by header? Awesome. Yes, so let me exit.
You go share your screen, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to like my Facebook page. And hang on. It's very slow, of course. Okay, so what I mean by header is...
Ellen, I think she's talking mostly about your main Facebook and Instagram pages. A lot of times when I go there, I can't find any profile pics of anyone like to go celebrate them for anything. So your profile should be something I could almost steal to then celebrate you on another page. So
yeah,
that kind of thing.
This right here, can you see it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this right here is my header. So when you go to your personal Facebook wall, the one just for you, you can click on edit cover photo and you can add a graphic. You can add a lot of the headers that, oh my gosh, what's her name? Crystal Sanchez in the social media, like the Park Lane social graphics page. She'll have lots of beautiful fall headers. You could almost use any of those for your personal header. And it's nice to update them sometimes seasonally. Like I just did mine a few days ago. So I'll do one usually in the spring, and then in the fall, I'll just change up some of my jewelry stacks. But I do that because, we have new jewelry that comes out. Right now, people are thinking about holidays. They're thinking about Christmas gifts. And so when you change your header, it shows up in the feed. So just like this showed up in people's feeds and people liked it and they commented on it. And when I changed my profile photo, I actually got somebody asking about my earrings. So it's always nice to update your stuff every once in a while so that people see fresh photos of you, fresh photos of the jewelry. You don't have to do it monthly. I only do mine like 2 or 3 times a year. And then here you can see like what I do for a living, where I live, but then this right here, let me show you something really quickly. So there's an app called Milkshake, and this is what I used to make, and there's another one too. I think it's called Linktree, but you can create your own links where this is if somebody wants to shop with me, if they want to go to my VIP group, if they want to sign up as a Sparklebox member, if they want to follow me on Instagram. So you can create this easy little page that has all of your links, where they can find you. by downloading the app called Milkshake. And it's like a little M, and it's pink. So that's just a suggestion, an idea for you on what your header might look like, what you could do on your page.
So I will say, I mean, I will just add something I've done. I had ChatGPT help me with those main things that Carissa was talking about. So when you want people to think of you, what would they think, and what's important to you? What do you value? Do you want, are other people seeing that in you? All of that kind of stuff. And that's where some of my bringing joy, building confidence came from. I asked ChatGPT to help me with that. And so, because that's my main tag, then on my cover, the first thing you see is I'm bringing joy and building confidence with Park Lane Jewelry. So,
I love it.
immediately people get there and they at least know I do Park Lane, right? Because if someone's just like, they don't know you at all, and then you just kind of drop into something by commenting on something else, I want to know what they do. So a lot of times, like my Zaya rep, my Scentsy rep, I'm like, it doesn't say anywhere that they do Scentsy, and I wanted to make sure I had the right summer or whatever, you know. So it's really important. I mean, I'm double checking that so I know other people are looking at me as well. So it's important to at least say I'm open for business here, right?
Mm.
I'm a little more ADHD and I like changing these things monthly. So, I mean, it doesn't say Park Lane, it probably should, but I like keeping it fresh because I just get really bored. So, I'm always changing things up. There's also something about Facebook that I could tell you about that Jessica taught me about. And when you have big life events, you can drop it and it gets seen in a different way. And so, like, I plan to drop one that says this team became a sales VP team, those kinds of things, and that gets seen by everybody. And then it becomes part of your about section as well. So it could be I sold like Paula Lobb is $300 away from $100,000 in lifetime sales. Let's all give Paula a bunch of cheering. Here, I'll put this. Yay, Paula Lobb. Okay. So when she gets to 100,000 in lifetime sales, that would probably be something that would be really fun, right? On her Facebook profile to say, I had a life event and it's that I have 100,000 in lifetime sales with Park Lane Jewelry. So just things like that, right? That just kind of, you don't want to do it for small things, but like bigger things. And then as your titles change, you change that in your profile as well. So yes, I'm not perfect, but I think you can tell that I sell Park Lane here, and then I have right there what I do. I thought I'm kind of confused because I thought I had Linktree and all that, and maybe you have to hit the about. So look at this when you hit the about. I need to change my phone number there. I didn't know that was there. I don't like that there, but everything is here. My TikTok, all the things. So I don't have a Linktree.
That looks great. Well, and that's they can find you
If
any
someone
of those
wanted to
links.
shop today, they could just grab it real quick. I don't want to make it hard to buy for me at all. I mean, I want to wake up in the morning and have those emails that say so and so bought, So, okay, you froze, Carissa. I wonder if it's me or everyone. Is anyone else frozen? Just Carissa. She looks pretty. Okay, your VIP also, though, obviously needs to say that you're Park Lane and, be updated as well. I like to change the cover in my VIP often as well because that alerts everyone. Like it's not just in the feed, but it will alert them that something's going on. Oh, she left us. She'll come back. You okay, Carissa?
Yes, I'm sorry. I guess my Wi-Fi went down.
Well, you looked pretty.
You were talking, I'm
Okay.
like, hey, go Megan. And then I'm like, oh no, oh no.
And I can show you guys more about Facebook. It's a lot easier than you would think to do what she's talking about. You just go edit or go to your profile and you can add things, all of that. I'm bad about, I would guess I'm more 50-50 than 80-20, but I've heard that rule forever. But I'm just thinking Park Lane all day. So it's really, really hard for me to make myself share something outside of Park Lane. Especially when I'm in the I never dreamed to do that because social media was real social for me before, and now it's a place I work. And so it bugs me that that's become me, but it is who I am. So but it's something I'm constantly working on is that 80-20 rule. So that's one of my things that I took notice of tonight. Anyone else have any other questions? Is your mind blown? If you can really think about it, think about some profiles that it's like, oh my gosh, like, I mean, I can't tell that they sell Park Lane at all. Good. I'm glad, Shallon. Anyone else want to say anything or ask anything? I can always help you on the editing things, but anyway, it's hard in these meetings to do this. Okay, let me tell you guys just a few Facebook tidbits and then we've got to go on. Okay. So anyone want to say anything to Carissa? Okay. Carissa, you may want to hear these. I learned these from Emily Taylor. They're very helpful to me. You don't have to stay if you don't want to. I mean, I am so thankful to you, but
I am always up for hearing something and
okay.
learning something new.
Okay, I try to tell you guys about these a lot, but I don't think, I mean, I'm a teacher. I think you can hear things 8 times or more and still be letting them sink in at a different way than they sunk in before. So there are a few rules to trick the algorithm with Facebook. Okay. So I tell my family, they know now, don't talk to me in the morning when I'm doing my 5-5-5. So I get up, I spend time with Andy, I drink my coffee, and then I get in the Facebook world and I do 5-5-5. So what is the 5-5-5? Okay. It's going to take a while. It'll take a while. If your feed is real drab, it's going to take a while. Okay. I'm just letting you know. But I want you to go to the first actual human that made a post. Okay. Carissa has a post about the soccer game she went to in her cute leggings. Okay. So I'm going to go to that post with Carissa. It was the first one I saw, and I'm going to make a meaningful comment. And meaningful means 2 sentences. I know it's crazy town. Okay. It's crazy town. But I'm going to make a meaningful comment that means something to Carissa, where Carissa's going to be like, wow, it's like giving her love. Okay. It's giving her love so that then I can get love from the same thing. So I'm going to make a meaningful comment, 2 sentences to Carissa. Oh my gosh, all those soccer games I see you doing week after week. Girl, how do you keep your hair straight or whatever? Okay. I don't care. Just whatever. And if it's a question, it's even better because now Chris is going to answer the question and the algorithm's going to go even better. But 5 times I'm going to stop at those first humans. I mean, don't stop at like the whole Laura bra thing or the, you know, or a political post. I mean, don't stop on all that stuff. Stop only on meaningful posts of people like Carissa. Okay. First 5. This is also what I do. I skip because my life is Park Lane. And I think that now most of my friends have become Park Lane friends. So I skip my Park Lane friends a lot. I will go back and talk to them at some point, but when I'm doing my 5-5-5, I'm kind of skipping them because I really want to get to my people as much as I can. Okay. So I move on. Like if it was Carissa, I love her to death. I'm probably going to message her later, but I'm going to move on and go to that next one. 5 meaningful comments with meaningful people that could bring business to me. Men, women, it doesn't matter. High school reunion people, whoever it is. Okay. 5 meaningful. Then the next 5 are emojis. And I'm talking as simple as let me just kind of look at my feed now. Thursdays are the best days. I guess it's going to continue. I mean, like summer's going away, I better get on board. So maybe I'll just drop a fall leaf, okay, in the comments. Just an emoji, like out of the emojis. So I'm going to hit comment and then I'm going to go to my emojis and then I'm just going to do it right now. I'm just going to put fall leaf and I'm just going to drop a fall leaf in there and then comment. Okay, so that's the next 5. Then the last 5 are the GIFs, GIF. And so here's an example of what that would look like. Oh, I love her. Can someone send fairies to do my work? I believe it's not 5 p.m. This is my friend Sean. Okay. So instead of an emoji this time, I'm going to drop a fairy. So I'm going to comment, go to GIF, and I can search for fairy. Huh. And there's all kinds of fairies that I can choose, and I can be funny about it, or I can be serious. I think I'm going to put this one with the pink. Okay. So I could write, see, fairies coming your way or whatever. So that will be my next 5. And sometimes Facebook gives you natural gifts because they already know kind of what it's about. It's kind of freaky. They know it's a birthday, so they'll have 5 birthday gifts, and you can choose those too, and those make it go faster. Your 555 should take you about 15 minutes if you're a busy working person. And then I'm just telling you the rest of the day, you're going to be like, my Facebook is working better for me. Your VIP will be working better for you. Everything will start working better for you. The next thing I would say about Facebook is and I'm not the best at this. These are things you always have to concentrate on. As much conversation starter as you can, even if it's about jewelry, the this or that, the silvers or golds, the this outfit or that outfit, and be more like I tried to do a boot post because every time I get an email that says it's boot season, what style are you going for this year? I'm like, well, I don't know. Let me read all the styles. I used to not care, but now that I'm doing accessories for a living, I care, right? So I'm going to go pay attention to what boot styles people are wearing. And then I feel like I'm being more for my VIP than just a jewelry salesperson. I'm saying I'm your queen of knowing kind of what I'm in your corner. Okay. So if you're only going to buy 1 pair of boots this year, you're going to buy the boot that's in style and makes you feel better. So it's the same way when you're posting that you should post interactive posts. If you could only buy 1 boot in 2025, because boots are not cheap, right? Which one of these styles are you going for? Are you going for slouchy? Are you going for the sleeve boot? Anyway, I did this post this week and I thought it was so dang good and I got no comments. But sometimes that happens, right? And I was like, whatever. So sometimes that just happens randomly, but that's what that's all about, is trying to get conversation and be worth more than just the jewelry girl. Because I love what Carissa said. You show up for her. You don't show up for you. You show up for the girl that you're doing this for. And I think that's what makes me do live at 5, even when I don't feel like it. And that right there is what we're all about. Like, my best customer in the world cannot buy jewelry from me every day. She can't. But she needs me. She needs me for leadership. She needs me for community. She needs me for sisterhood. She needs me to be in her corner. And she needs to be able to check in with me. And so when I go live at 5, I'm doing that for her. If I don't, then I've kind of left her alone in a way. And that's kind of what I see with this business. It's not just about jewelry. It's about sisterhood and belonging. And I'm taking pictures of everything Carissa's writing. Sisterhood and belonging and all the bit. So I feel like that kind of goes with what you were talking about, Carissa. Um, those are basic Facebook skills. There's a lot more we could talk about. And I mean, unlocking that code of Facebook is really difficult. But I promise if you have not been doing the 555, it will change your whole Facebook kind of feel. Also, I would say so many of us are posting what the other person posted, and then it just kind of sits there, and I'll see it come in my feed with no comments, and I'm like, oh, wah, wah. It's so sad, right? So, when we're going to post that Lush bracelet with that beautiful baguette pink or whatever, then I want to tag Angel Steinway because Angel has lived through cancer. Or I want to tag Sharon Hudspeth on the Dreamcatcher team because Sharon is all about anything pink. Okay. So like I don't really want to pick a Dreamcatcher, but you know what I mean? Like someone in my life that every time I see her, she's rocking that pink. Then when I get a really good pink piece of jewelry, I want to tag her so that she'll see it. The tag everyone just doesn't work anymore. So we just gonna tag certain people. All right, so that's it on that. We do need to finish the meeting really quick. Let's all tell Carissa thank you. Let's do a little share. Let me see, I'm doing it wrong. On your React, you can do little clapping here. I'll just do it like that. Yay! Yay! I love it. I like all the cheering. It makes me happy because you people are not wearing your pink and blue. I'm a little disappointed.
It's Thursday night. It's okay.
I
I've
know.
had
I
such
know.
fun with you all. Thank you so much for having me. And I
Thank you
learned
so
something from
much.
you, Megan. I wrote my notes. Thank you very much.
I'm super impressed with your doing this for us. Thank you so, so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Everybody, let's just finish really quick. Let me get my little I want to do my giveaway. I don't so Shallon sold sparkle boxes, but I think we're gonna skip you, Shallon. Is that okay? Paula is being honest, saying she sold one on August for or whatever, October 1st. I think I'm still gonna count Paula. She sold a sparkle box. So I'm gonna do Paula, but Paula, you can't put it into another one. If I do sparkle box this month, you reuse it. So I'm gonna do Paula, Dusty, and Amy in the giveaway for sparkle box really quickly. I'm gonna share my screen and we're gonna go back to the wheel of names. Okay, guys, there is a lady that sells like 10 of these a month, and I need to have her meet with us. Just don't make it hard. It is so much easier than we think it is. It is like if you're having parties, you try to get your hostess to sign up for it and then try to get her people to sign up for it. And it just works. So Amy, Dusty, Paula. And this bag, you guys, is amazing. Amazing. I had to buy myself another one. Here we go. Paula. Good job, girl. Okay. And for the other one, I will give $100 bill to Shallon. Okay. Let's talk about goals for the month. I'm just gonna say if we get company, we get company, but I don't think we're gonna push extremely hard this month. I did not feel like most of the team was on board for that. I want everyone to level up when I level up. And if you guys are not in a place to be ready for that, then I don't want to push us to do that. I still want to work our business and work hard. And if it happens, it happens, right? But and I want to like this is the first month and it's a 5-week month. And then next month is a 4-week month. But November is notoriously our biggest month in this business. And so, you know, if it happens, it happens, but we're not going to push extremely hard. But what I do want all of you to do is one, work on Carissa's homework for this time. Two, make goals for yourself. If you are not making goals, you are dying on the vine. If a goal doesn't feel scary, then it's not a good goal. Does that make sense? It needs to feel scary. And there are times like it's hard to make a goal. If you need help making a goal, then I want you to talk to your upline about making a goal. Okay. The goal is what keeps your eyes on the prize, and you'll start automatically designing your activity to whatever it is. Okay. 701. The next meeting is even more important than this meeting because, and I didn't even get to talk about everything. So please promise me you'll watch over the notes in the chat. Okay. The next meeting is even more important because it is a activity meeting. So many of you still don't quite understand what these are. Blitzes are activity meetings. There is a magic that happens when we work together. And there are times, this is the hardest thing we do. Reaching out to recruits, reaching out for parties, both very difficult. And that is why we do it as a tribe. Everything that's offered is just offered to you. You don't have to take it. I think the family meeting is probably my most important thing. And especially when we have Connie speak, I just want you guys to roll out for Connie. She's absolutely amazing. So anyway, the Blitz, someone's going to be talking right now with good stuff. So let's go switch over to that with Christy, hear what she teaches. You can either stay on that or do your own Blitz later. Let me say that tomorrow, Friday at 11, I plan to be again, probably 10 to noon. I can be on a Zoom tomorrow, and I will tell you guys that tomorrow. We can work tomorrow together if you can. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks for coming. Sorry. I hope you got a lot out of it. Okay, bye.